What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and we got breaking news. I thought I'd be able to at least, wake up to find the news, but, so we found out that Antonio Brown has been traded to the Buffalo Bills. And if you've watched anything that's been me predicting towards next season, I've called the Buffalo Bills as my sleeper team. It's been about 3 weeks now that I did it. It's been a couple times on Twitter. My Param Crow said, who's going to be your sleeper? And I said, and everyone knows, based C4, 2 years ago, I took the Jacksonville Jaguars kind of out of nowhere. They made the playoffs. Last year, it was the Chicago Bears, and I have been very public that this year, the Buffalo Bills were going to be that team that takes that next gigantic step to becoming a relevant team. And just like that, they bring in Antonio Brown. That is perfect. Everyone knows I got a soft place in my heart for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, for one point, I'm Canadian, and they're the closest team to Canada. And they're, I guess, if you ask most Canadians what should be our natural team, it's a throw between Buffalo and New England. But I have been a believer in the Buffalo Bills since they drafted Josh Allen, going way back to last year's draft process. I already said I like Josh Allen more than most because a lot of people were looking at the bad completion percentage for his time at Wyoming and kind of, he's not good, he's not this and that. And I've been a Josh Allen believer. And that was way before he started rushing like Michael Vick. And I said, you get them a good offseason. They have a good draft. They spend some of that cap money. And I was underselling them. I just kept saying, maybe look at a Golden Tate, not come out of nowhere and get an Antonio Brown, So, I haven't been able to find out exactly what, obviously this is breaking news, what they gave up for Antonio Brown. I hope it's not a first-round pick. It could be a player, could be something like that, but it's probably going to be like a second or third rounder, somewhere in that territory. You pair Antonio Brown with two sleepers at wide receiver and Robert Foster and Zay Jones, guys that are going to develop. You have that weapon in Josh Allen. Now you have the Buffalo Bills, which you assume they still have that number 9 pick. This is actually, I'll tell you right now, Whoa. Rewind it back. This is actually a terrible trade if they gave up that number 9 pick to bring in Antonio Brown. But that's awesome, man. That is goddamn awesome. Antonio Brown for the Buffalo Bills. I know Philly plays Buffalo. I was thinking about going to that game this year. Maybe it just made it a lot more interesting. Obviously, we know my affiliation with the Buffalo Bills they were the base team for the Toronto Huskies, and we had our ups and downs with Jordan Poyer and Miss Rachel Bush. But, this is a really, really interesting and intriguing team. And I was already on that hype train before they made the AB trade. Now, the Patriots might have a little bit of competition when it comes to the AFC. Okay, maybe they don't have competition, but the Buffalo Bills have now become must-see football next season because, if you weren't already on the Josh Allen hype train from the crazy runs and the crazy plays he's been able to put up. I remember he hurdled the dude. Was it Anthony Barr when they played the Minnesota Vikings really early as a rookie? The Bills, hey, there's not much else you can say, but sure, why not the Buffalo Bills? Sure, it might seem like a punishment for Antonio Brown, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to send him out to Buffalo. But, it worked out well for LaShawn McCoy. A lot of people thought that when Philly traded LaShawn McCoy to the Buffalo Bills for Kiko Alonso. And Shady has, I'm not going to say flourished more than he did in Philadelphia, but he's had a really, really good career with the Buffalo Bills since he's gone there. I think you're probably going to be able to expect the same, and obviously maybe a little bit higher expectations with Antonio Brown being there. But this is absolutely ridiculous, and I am glad at the very least I bought stock in the Buffalo Bills before they made this move. I'm not even gonna sell high. I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride this all the way until the Buffalo Bills get that wild card spot in the AFC next season. So pulling for you, Buffalo. The real Buffalo Bill fans, they know I've been giving them some props throughout this offseason. You're welcome. Based C4 got you guys Antonio Brown. Just know that. And congratulations. I'm pretty sure most Buffalo Bill fans have – there's not a standing table in the house. And, this puts me in a good mood. I was getting ready tonight, go to bed, pretty upset because it seems like I'm not going to be a game changer again this year. At least something like this, puts a smile on my face, turns that frown upside down. So what do you guys think? Let me know what you feel about this Antonio Brown move for the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, we don't really have the compensation. This is more of an initial reaction type video. I'm going to check Twitter real quick here, see if there's any live update. There's not. Yeah, no one really has any. Whoa, what the fuck was that? David Irving. Dallas Cowboy D-tackle David Irving says on Instagram he quits the NFL. Hey, it's a double win because David Irving was very frustrating to try and block when he was actually playing on the field for the Dallas Cowboys. So, obviously, the Buffalo Bills have the salary cap to bring on Antonio Brown. He's a safety net. I said that was the top priority for this Buffalo Bills offense was to get that safety net for Josh Allen. Like I said, I thought it might be Golden Tate, or they drafted a tight end, and they got it in Mr. Antonio Brown. Now, I guess the fallout from this is how will Antonio Brown receive this? I mean, like I said, the Buffalo Bills, there's a lot worse teams. If they truly wanted to sabotage Antonio Brown's career, they wouldn't send him to a team that is pretty promising with an exciting rookie quarterback that is a playmaker away like Antonio Brown from, starting to develop into a much more completed guy. So I think there's plenty of worse teams that Antonio Brown could have landed on. And I get maybe a little bit surprised that they stayed in the AFC. They didn't look to ship him elsewhere. Obviously, we thought maybe the 49ers was going to be a prime landing spot for him. And, hey, as an NFC team, I'm glad Antonio Brown's not here. I'm glad he's not here. I'm glad he's not going to be able to get utilized in a Kyle Shanahan offense. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. It seems to make complete sense for the Buffalo Bills. I hope all you guys are hyped right now. And congrats on winning the Antonio Brown sweepstakes. Now, if it comes out that you traded a first-round pick, I feel like if the Buffalo Bills traded a second, that's still kind of, I think, overpaying slightly, understanding Antonio Brown's age, the off the field that's coming with him, and his big contract. So, unless they gave up a surprising player to get this move, if Trey White, I would say Trey White, Tremaine Edmonds, Matt Milano, Josh Allen, clearly, Deion Dawkins, Zay Jones, and Robert Foster. Those guys are still on the roster, and they have that first-round pick come tomorrow when the details of this trade come out. Big, big win for the Buffalo Bills. So congrats to all Bill fans out there. Bills Mafia, jump through a table, set that table on fire, ECW style, jump through it for me. We'll probably have to follow up or something like that tomorrow. I mean, get ready for these style of videos just to pop up on the channel as free agency happens, because we'll give my live reaction and stuff like that, because you guys for the last couple of years haven't seemed to enjoy that. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, C4, saying peace out.